Ladies and gentlemen, good morning once again. Welcome to my Jamaican people, home and abroad. Once again, I want you to join me at the Lennie Robbins Know Your Politics at LennieRobbins92. We're just trying to, as I said, we're trying to use this channel to create a better understanding. And I want to use this opportunity to jump right onto a Gleaner headline that was published. And in today's Gleaner headline, May the 18th, 2024. March 18, 2024. Sorry about that. Uh, Years ago, I knew Michael Bell Nevis, also from St. Anne's. I'm wondering if this is the same Michael Bell Nevis who ascended to the office of the mayorship. If it is the same Michael Bell Nevis, or whether or not it is the same Michael Bell Nevis, I do salute you, sir, in your newly transitioned position as mayor of St. Anne's. And I want to comment on the headline so that you have an intention of making everyone a stakeholder in St. Anne's to some extent to be involved in your monthly meetings where you can get reports what is happening across the parish. Now, a couple of counters have raised some issues, and they're concerned that the raise is really genuine and needs to be taken into consideration. I will not go into that so much because I really want to address your aspect of it, Mr. Mayor, as you're the person who's in control. Now, I noticed that in the Gleaner, NWC, JPS, and the police was mentioned as people or agency who should be at that monthly meeting. Now, I'd like to just expand on that, sir, because I noticed the absence of the Education Department, the Healthcare Department, and Social Service Department, and also just average citizens. There's no way you can have a monthly meeting to know what is happening across the entire constituents of St. Anne's without all these agents or agency represented at the table whenever you're having your monthly meeting. We have to understand, sir, that St. Anne's, or any parish for that matter, that entire constituency has to be served by your office and the people who works under that office. The MP also has a role to and a responsibility to the entire St. Anne's. So one has to be very careful here, sir. We have to be careful what we're doing. We all have that responsibility. And this is the kind of collaborative politics we want to talk about. There's no way you can have a monthly meeting and the citizens are not involved, or certain agents in the community are not involved. Well, I don't know if you have any plans for that, sir, but I'll take it that you will have plans and you do have plans for them to attend in the future. On the question of a monthly meeting, I don't know how it is done in Jamaica. I don't know how it is. I know that for sure, especially on the police department, to get a monthly report on crimes. If we have a monthly meeting, let us say in the month of March, the only monthly crime report you can have is for February. And these are things that should be made clearly to the public. These are information the public should have. And just for all agencies, because we know to complete a monthly report goes right up to the last of the month. And to get that monthly report completed, vetted, and approved takes a week or a week and a half. So I take it that from all understanding your monthly meeting, from what I understand monthly meetings to be, that your monthly meeting represent information from the previous month. All of that. Now, another aspect of that is whatever comes out of those monthly meetings are information that I'm hoping that I do hope your office will use and utilize to make better policies and be able to distribute your finances or your financial resources in a better way. Now, what also is shining very brightly here is the fact that all these information will make your office looks good, Mr. Mayor. Makes you looks good. Because when people read that headline, it is a positive thing you're doing. I must I must compliment you on that and commend you on that. It's a very good thing. The idea is great, but it's got to be as broad-based as St. Anne's itself in terms of the agency that attend. It must represent an entire St. Anne's. But the result from that, it only serves, sir, to make you look good and your office looks good. What I hope you'll do when the information comes out and that data is all analyzed and whatever decisions are made or taken out of those information, that something will be published, something will be done for citizens to know exactly what the result of that monthly meeting was, to know what decisions you guys have taken, to know what you guys are going to do and what has been implemented. And I think it is important to really, really get citizens on that board, that committee for that monthly meeting. The average citizen. You don't have to be in any agency, just average citizen out of constituents. Each council can pick 2 persons from their constituents or 1 person to come on board and represent them and say what is happening. Because we have caretakers for each council division. And that is something that can be easily done because it's important to get feedback to the citizens of St. Anne's. There's no point in you gathering all that information and then nothing goes back to the citizens of St. Anne's. No matter how bright the light is shining on you, Mr. Mayor, if the citizens are not aware of what has been done with that information, what has been discussed at that monthly meeting, and have no idea where that monthly meeting information is taking the entire parish of St. Anne's, no matter how bright that light is shining on you, you're still in the dark. Because the people you're serving won't see you, won't recognize you. And that's important. The most important light that can shine on, the brightest light that can shine on you, is when people recognize that you're doing a good job for them and you're doing everything in your power, best, I should say, to improve their quality of life. Again, I'd like to also just appeal to all Jamaicans using this platform, using this opportunity, to not only look at what politicians say, listen to what politicians they say. You can hear them verbally say it, and you can also, just like how we read it in the Gleaner, politicians can say things 2 ways. Print media, on television, or you hear them say it. But through the media, or you hear them say it by word of mouth. Right? But that's critical. As far as I'm concerned, all they're saying at that point is feel-good story. Feel-good story until they started to do what they're supposed to do with that promise or with that information given to them or with whatever resources is given to them. Until we as citizens begin to take great note of what they do, and then what they do is aligned with what they promise, is aligned with the information they have, is aligned with the resources they have, then we can say, oh yes, they are doing what they're supposed to do, and this is a man for the people. Other than that, they're just merely talking. And I've said this again, and I'll never, never, never be afraid to say it, nor desist from saying it. Politicians are very astute to the fact that people listen to them, but also more aware than you are that you don't watch what they do. The whole purpose of creating this platform, this channel, is to encourage and start to get Jamaicans to be aware, to be knowledgeable of the fact that we must watch what they do. It is important. We must watch what they do. I will never stop saying this. And I'm hoping that in every article that I publish here on this platform, I'll keep reminding everyone, not only listen, watch what they do. Mr. Belnese have a great idea, and I'd love for him to get that as embracive and as inclusive as possible. And not only take the information for your office, because I know that information will help you to implement better administration, public administration policy, be able to distribute resources in a better way, and to allot certain things in a better way. Be more creative. I know that. But above all, the information that you get you must also insist and ensure that the information that comes out of all these meetings are accurate. Because we're talking about accountability and transparency. We don't want to mislead the information. After you must ensure that, sir. So even before you use that information to make any decision, those information should be verified. And verified at the highest level. So you can hold someone responsible, because if not, you're the one who's going to look bad, not me, not the person, not the police, not the healthcare, not the social service department, not education, you. So you're going to have to make sure that those information that you get, or the committee comes away with, are information that verified at the highest level. Then my advice is that you do what you have to do. That's the only way you can prove to people that you're doing what you say you're going to do. And that way I'm sure you'll win the hearts of the entire St. Anne's. Mr. Belnavis, I must congratulate you once again, and I can't say you have not. I'm not going to paint you with any brush, sir. I'm not going to say anything negative because I can't say nothing negative about you. We can only wish you all the best in your endeavor and hope that this idea of getting everyone to be a stakeholder, all the agencies across St. Anne's to be a stakeholder in their monthly meeting, that is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful idea. And a great invitation, because if I was living in St. Anne's, I'm telling I'm finding your office and I'm getting myself enlisted to be a member of that committee as a citizen, because it's important to have the actual citizens in board. I share an example with you by why I say that. I remember sat at home and I was watching a prayer breakfast at the Pegasus Hotel. I don't remember the name of the pastor, but I know he's one of them powerhouse pastor from the Seventh-day Adventist Church. He was the pastor at that meeting. And they were having this prayer breakfast for West Kingston people, citizens, who were really going through hard times with crime, really, really going through a tough time with crime. And all the people were at that breakfast table. When the introduction was done, not one of them was from the St. Catherine, from Western Kingston. Not one word of them was citizen from Western Kingston. I'm sorry about the St. Catherine thing, Western Kingston. Not one person from the people who are represented, who the prayer breakfast was in honor of, none of them were represented at the table. And that's why I appeal to you, Mr. Belnavis, and it would be a good idea to include average citizens. Get your councillor's caretaker to pick one or two, or one person from their division. Them get a feel of what is happening in their council and know how is the light coming on, how is the water supply, how is this going on, how is education, how is the cost of transportation moving in and out, and how school children getting to school. Are they effectively getting to and from school? How safe is their community in terms of crime? What are the police doing? What are they not doing? That way we can get them, you can get that kind of feedback and get citizens' input. Now when the meeting is over, then the caretaker can come back to the councillor, and in your own community meeting, which I do believe every councillor should have a community meeting with their constituents, they now can put out these results and say, this is what discussed, this is how the parish is moving. We can't do it single-handedly, we want to do a collective thing. So where we have overlapping problems, division, like this man's division and the other person's division, and we have overlapping problems across, we are trying to solve all of that at once. Are we going to do this to next week, next one, that one, that one? Over a period of time, we're going to solve this problem. This is the way we got to move. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to use this opportunity. Know Your Politics at LennieRobbins92, my YouTube channel. Jump on board. Share your comments. Share this YouTube channel. Give me your likes, your dislike. And it doesn't matter. I'm here to be criticized, because I want to get the opinion of everyone. I'd like to get opinion of all who looks at this channel. Share some comments so we can respond to, I can take the opportunity to respond to a few comments too, because if what I'm saying doesn't make sense, then I need to know. Because the way of every man seemeth right unto him. But are we all right in every way and every time? No. So I'm hoping to hear from you guys, and I'm hoping to see some more comments coming up on the program. And I promise that I'll continue to speak on the importance of not only listening to politicians, but to watch what they do. Ladies and gentlemen, to all Jamaicans, home and abroad, today is Monday the 18th of March 2024. The hair is actually 25% out. I want to wish all Jamaicans the best. I want to wish you all God's blessing. I want to wish everyone prosperity. That's all I can do. Health, prosperity, and God's richest blessing. And we must understand that for most of us, our health is our wealth. Money won't be our wealth anymore. But our health is our wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, again, get on board. Know Your Politics at LennieRobbins92, creating a better understanding. Once again, thank you very much. See you soon.